Imagine waking up one morning and discovering your country is at war. No warning, no choice, just a uniform, a rifle, and a one-way ticket to hell. This was 1914. Europe was a powder keg. Great empires, dangerous alliances, all held together by a single fragile thread. On one side stood the Allied powers, Britain, France, Russia, and later the United States. On the other were the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Then came June 28, 1914, Sarajevo, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. One bullet, and 6 weeks later, Europe was burning. On the Western Front, soldiers dug thousands of miles of trenches. Months, even years, spent living in mud. Rats, disease, hunger, and artillery that never went silent. The Battle of the Somme alone claimed over 1 million casualties in just 4 months. 6 months of fighting could gain less than a mile of land. This was the first truly modern war. Poison gas, tanks, biplanes in the sky. The weapons belonged to the future, but the tactics were stuck in the past. Shell shock, what we now call PTSD, was barely understood. Many men returned home changed forever. Many never returned at all. The war spread far beyond Europe. Troops from India, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Africa were pulled into a conflict not their own. At Gallipoli, Anzac forces suffered devastating losses in a campaign that ultimately failed, but shaped national identities. Then came November 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. At last, the guns went silent. 17 million dead, 21 million wounded, entire generations erased. The Treaty of Versailles ended the war, but the peace it created was fragile. So fragile that just 20 years later, the world was on fire again. They called it the war to end all wars. They were wrong. But the men who fought in the mud of Flanders, the cliffs of Gallipoli, and the deserts of Mesopotamia deserve to be remembered. And they force us to ask a haunting question. Was it worth it?
Follow and comment for more hidden facts.